Travis Kelce utterly speechless. Taylor makes shocking demands for engagement. It was a chilly December evening in Kansas City, and the buzz around Arrowhead Stadium wasn't just about the Chiefs clinching another playoff berth. Whispers had begun swirling that Taylor Swift, global superstar and girlfriend of Travis Kelce, had something up her sleeve. And it wasn't a new album or a surprise concert, it was something far more personal. As the pair sat on the couch in Travis's luxury penthouse, the glow of the city lights shimmering through the floor-to-ceiling windows, Taylor seemed unusually quiet. Travis noticed but didn't press. Instead, he flipped through channels, landing on a rerun of *The Bachelor. Taylor smirked. "You know," she began, her voice teasing but with a serious undertone, "it's funny how much effort these guys put in to prove their love." Travis chuckled, oblivious to the brewing storm. "Well, it's all for show. Real love isn't about roses or staged proposals." Taylor raised an eyebrow. "Is it, though? Or is it about showing the world how much someone means to you?" The tone in her voice made Travis sit up straight. "Tay, what's on your mind?" She took a deep breath, her eyes locking onto his. "I love you, Travis. You know that, but I need to know if you're serious about us. About forever." Travis's brow furrowed. "Tay, of course I'm serious. I wouldn't be with you if I wasn't." "That's not what I mean," she interrupted. Her words were measured but firm. "I need a commitment, not just words, but actions. I've spent my entire career putting my heart out there for the world to see. Now, I need you to do the same for me." He blinked, momentarily speechless. "Are you saying?" Taylor nodded, pulling a small, beautifully designed box from her purse. But instead of an engagement ring, it was a stack of handwritten notes. "These are the reasons I love you," she said, her voice softening. "But at the bottom is something I need from you, a promise." Travis opened the box, his hands trembling slightly. The last note read, "I need a partner who's not afraid to be all in. A public proposal, Travis. I want the world to know. **. Travis's jaw dropped. "You want me to propose? Like, in front of everyone?" Taylor nodded. "Not just for me, for us. For the world to see that love can be bold, fearless, and real." The weight of her request hit him like a linebacker. Travis, the cool, confident NFL star, suddenly felt out of his depth. "Tay, you know I'm not great with public displays like that." "Travis," she said gently, taking his hand. "I've given everything to the public eye. My music, my heartbreaks, my victories. I just want you to stand with me in the same way." He sat in stunned silence, processing her words. It wasn't just about the proposal. It was about meeting her where she'd always been, center stage, vulnerable yet strong. Finally, a slow smile spread across his face. "You're unbelievable, you know that?" She grinned. "I've been told." Travis pulled her into a hug, whispering in her ear. "You want bold? You got it. Just wait." The next day, Kansas City woke up to a viral moment. At the halftime show of the Chiefs' playoff game, as the stadium erupted in cheers, Travis Kelce took center field. He held a microphone, his voice steady but full of emotion. "Taylor Allison Swift," he began, looking directly at the VIP box where she sat, wide-eyed. "You've taught me to love louder, live braver, and dream bigger. So, in front of all these people and the world watching, will you make me the luckiest man alive?" Taylor bolted from her seat, tears streaming as she rushed onto the field. She threw her arms around him, nodding fervently. "Yes," she shouted into the mic, her voice cracking with joy. The crowd roared, and the moment trended worldwide within seconds. Travis had done it. He met her boldness with his own, proving their love wasn't just a fairy tale. It was the real deal. Travis Kelce utterly speechless. Tay makes shocking demands for engagement. It was a crisp autumn evening in Kansas City, and the buzz of excitement around the Chiefs' latest victory was still in the air. Travis Kelce had just wrapped up another stellar game, and despite the adrenaline still pumping through his veins, there was one thing on his mind: Taylor Swift. The two had been dating for several months now, their relationship the talk of the town. Everywhere they went, cameras followed, and fans speculated about every move. Taylor had quickly become a fixture in Travis's life, showing up at his games, attending dinners with his family, and even collaborating on charity projects together. But while their connection had been electric, there had been little talk about the future until now. That evening, they met at their usual spot, a quiet, upscale restaurant in the heart of the city. Taylor had insisted on wearing a stunning emerald green dress that shimmered under the soft lighting, but her expression wasn't the carefree, fun-loving one that Travis was used to. There was something serious in her eyes, and as soon as he sat down, she didn't waste any time. "Travis," she began, her voice steady but with a tone he hadn't heard before. "I think it's time we have a talk about us. About the future." Travis shifted in his seat, unsure of what was coming. "What do you mean, Tay? You know I'm all in." She nodded but didn't smile. "I know, and I love that about you. But I need to know, are you truly ready to take the next step?" His heart skipped a beat. Travis wasn't one to shy away from commitment, but this felt different. They had talked about the idea of a future together, sure, but he hadn't expected Taylor to bring it up so suddenly. "Of course, I'm ready," he said, a little confused. "But what do you mean by the next step?" Taylor leaned in slightly, her voice dropping to almost a whisper. "I've been thinking a lot about it, and I need you to understand something. When I commit, I go all in. That means no secrets, no compromises, and no distractions." Travis blinked, his mind racing. "I get that, but Tay, what do you want from me?" Her eyes locked with his, and for a moment, he felt as if the weight of her gaze was bearing down on him. Then she said the words that completely floored him. "I need a proposal. I need you to propose to me, and not just some casual proposal. I want you to make a public declaration, one that the whole world knows we're in this for the long haul. No more playing around. I want to see that commitment from you." Travis was speechless. His mind couldn't catch up to her words. A proposal? Now? In front of the entire world? Taylor had always been a whirlwind of energy, but this was something entirely new. I don't know what to say," he finally managed, his throat dry. "I thought we were taking things slow, enjoying where we are. But a public proposal? Are you serious?" Taylor sighed, her tone softening but still firm. "I am serious, Travis. I love you, but I need to know you're ready for the future we've talked about. The world doesn't need to be in on every detail of our relationship, but they need to see that we're not playing games. We've been through a lot already, and I'm not waiting forever." Travis ran a hand through his hair, his thoughts whirling. Taylor Swift, the global pop sensation, the woman who had captivated his heart, was asking him for something huge. Something that would change everything, forever. After a long pause, he finally spoke. "Tay, I never thought I'd be here, having this conversation with you. I never imagined it would come down to this. But, I love you, and if this is what you need from me, then I'll find a way to give it to you. I want to make this work." Taylor smiled, the tension in the air easing, but Travis could tell this was only the beginning. There would be no turning back from this. What had started as a fun whirlwind romance was now heading into uncharted territory. The world would soon learn whether Travis Kelce was ready for the biggest commitment of his life, and if he could meet the demands of the woman he loved, who wasn't afraid to challenge him for the future she envisioned. And for Travis? He was speechless once again, not because he didn't know what to say, but because he finally realized that sometimes, the biggest challenges lead to the most unexpected, thrilling chapters of all. Title: Travis Kelce utterly speechless. Tay makes shocking demands for engagement. It was a chilly night in Kansas City, the kind where the air bit at your skin but the stars twinkled brightly overhead, casting a magical glow over Arrowhead Stadium. Inside a cozy, exclusive suite overlooking the field, Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift were enjoying a rare quiet moment after an exhilarating game. The stadium lights dimmed, and the hum of the crowd outside began to fade into the distance. Taylor sat across from Travis, her fingers tapping rhythmically on the glass table between them. There was a quiet tension in the air, one Travis couldn't quite place, but he felt something in his gut, something that had been simmering for the past few weeks. Taylor had been acting a bit different lately, more thoughtful, introspective. Travis leaned back in his chair, eyeing her carefully. "What's on your mind, Tay?" Taylor smiled softly, but it was the kind of smile that didn't quite reach her eyes. "Travis, there's something I've been thinking about, something we need to discuss. I've been reflecting a lot on our relationship lately, where we are, where we're going, and I think it's time we have a real conversation." Travis's heart skipped a beat. He'd seen Taylor go through a lot. She was fiercely independent, yet when it came to relationships, she never seemed to shy away from speaking her mind. But tonight, her tone was different, more serious, almost commanding. He cleared his throat, his thoughts racing. "All right, shoot, what's on your mind?" Taylor leaned forward, her eyes locking with his, intensity flickering in her gaze. "I want us to get serious, Travis. I need to know you're all in. No half measures, no, we'll see where it goes. I've been patient, but I need to know, are you ready to take the next step? Asterisk?" Travis blinked, caught off guard. The question hung in the air like a weight he hadn't expected. Next step? He repeated, feeling the pressure of the moment. His mind swirled with a million thoughts. Was she talking about moving in together? Or something more? Taylor nodded, leaning closer. Yes, I'm not getting any younger, Travis. And I'm done with games. I need an engagement. I want you to propose. And not just in some flashy, grand gesture way. I want a real promise. A commitment, no backing out. Travis's eyes widened. Was this for real? He had always known Taylor was direct, but this was something else. He tried to process the weight of her words, but the shock left him momentarily speechless. Wait, you're serious? Travis finally managed, his voice thick with disbelief. You want me to propose, like, now? You're putting me on the spot like this? Taylor's lips curled into a confident, almost playful smirk. I've been waiting for years, Travis. I think I've made it clear what I want. You've got the best of me. But if you want me to keep giving you my best, I need you to step up. I can't wait around forever. Not for anyone. Travis's mind raced as he tried to digest the magnitude of what she was saying. Taylor Swift, one of the most successful women in the world, a global superstar, was putting her relationship with him on the line, demanding something that, to him, felt both too soon and too serious. But then again, wasn't it only fair? He had been all in from the start, right? But could he really offer her what she wanted? What if he wasn't ready? The weight of her expectations seemed almost suffocating. Taylor watched him closely, her eyes softening as she noticed his struggle. She reached across the table, her hand gently brushing his. Travis, I know this is a lot. But you have to understand, this is who I am. I don't settle, and I need you to show me that you're ready to take this next step with me. Not for the cameras, not for the headlines, but because it's what we both deserve. Travis finally found his voice, the words coming out in a low murmur. I'm not gonna lie, Tay. This is a lot to process. But if we're being honest, I've been thinking about this too. You're not the only one who's been reflecting.